What's going on, everybody? It's Papastones coming back with another video. You know what time it is. It's a Market Watch Wednesday. Sorry we're a little later in the day. Had a busy day ahead of me. And just a little update for my upcoming schedule. I'll probably try and put out a video tomorrow on a Krennic deck. I might see what I can do about Friday. We'll see. And then the next week, it will probably just be a break until I can get to get ready for Galactics and maybe do a little vlog after Galactics, see how it all goes. But that's not what we're here for. We're going to get into the market watch here. So, we've got boxes, Carbonite's 256, regular boxes at 78. Okay. Different boxes on best selling apparently, and then we go into Darth Vader at $28. It's honestly, for a card that's that good, surprisingly low, I think, if you ask me. Same with Anakin. However, I guess Anakin's not being as used right now, so makes a little bit of sense. But 24 market price, $60 for jump to light speed. Luke Skywalker booming up does not surprise me. There was recently like 3 events maybe, on the competitive hub results that had been posted, and they were all won by Han Blue Force. So Luke being back up in price, like I said, does not surprise me a whole heck of a lot. So something to definitely watch out for. We got spark boxes back up to 125, 130-ish. Oh, even higher apparently. Cheapest one verified is 140. Hopefully you got your spark cards. But yeah, shadows at 65 though. Constructed lightsaber at $12, and also being this high up kind of surprised me. I don't personally think it's that great, but maybe I'm wrong. I haven't tested much with it. So Darth Vader, gotta click on this bad boy. Yeah, it is actually 31. I think Darth Vader's still good. I think blue-green control is also still okay. It does kind of struggle to compete against the powerhouses of the Force users, like Han specifically, so not sure. Yoda being $10 is kind of outlandish, considering right below it you got Yaddle at like 4 to 5. I think Yoda's good. Granted, people are kind of, like I said, a lot of people on the green or on the blue version doing well. Not a lot on the green version, but I personally am a fan of the green version. But it is definitely a bit more high rolly, so it makes some sense there. Yaddle, on the other hand, is just a good card. Excuse me. That was quite the yawn. Vigilance 21. It never changes, it feels like. Then we got the General's Blade. I tried telling you. It's creeping up again. $8.64 with shipping, $9, so almost $10. Not too surprising. General's Blade can be a blowout in these green decks, and you definitely have to be prepared for it. Moving on though, we have Avenger, same price it's been for a long time. Grogu, I definitely get it, right? I talked about it in the last time. There are times where this card just feels underwhelming, because it's hard. So, like, in Han, sure, it's fine, right? You cheated out as a 1/4. But the problem is, you kind of, like, if you're playing in Han, you kind of want to attack to get your force and then play your Kiadi. So you're not healing it. And granted, they have easier ways to deal with it, but if they don't deal with it, then it can kind of get out of hand. I don't know, it's kind of a hard one, but maybe I'll pick back up on it. Adigalia. We all kind of knew, right? It's a Han rare. If you need your Adigalias or your Yaddles for Galactics and you're going, I will gladly sell you mine. I have handfuls. Um, maybe not handfuls, maybe like 6, but still. Prestige Vader, 34. I guess if I'm going to pick my setup, I will just get these ones, because why not, right? Crate Dragon, on the other hand, though. Another Han card. Up to 20. I think that's a riser. Not a lot, actually. Maybe I was getting a little ahead of myself. The homie one. What the? I gotta click on this just to see. I saw 450. Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. There's one for 450, and then the rest of them are $15, $16. That's kind of bizarre. So, yeah, apparently Force Lightning's good. Falcon, honestly, Falcon is still a great card. Don't get me wrong, but yellow is realistically not doing a whole lot right now. Granted, we will see Galactic Championships. Maybe we're sleeping, right? But it doesn't seem like it. Poe Dameron, another good Han card, technically. You know, a 4-drop, 6/4. So, there is that. What else we got? Annie Prestige, Annie Foil, HK-47. I've been hearing, I'm not positive, but I've heard that Kylo Ren, the Shadows one, I think he is. Kylo Ren Red, like a super aggro deck, has a pretty good matchup into these Han Force decks, but I'm not positive. But if it actually does, these HK-47s might not be a bad grab for $5, because I'm willing to bet that they're on it, just in case it's a too far. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Force Throw being a $5 uncommon. I guess, yeah, $5 or $5 with free shipping. This is crazy. Man, I really wish I still had my bulk floating around, because I can guarantee you I have so many of these. The only one I know I have for sure is a hyper foil one that sits in my binder, but it might be on the market here soon. Super Laser for 10. It's fine. Nothing too crazy. Darth Malik, I think is bad card. Grand Inquisitor, again. Actually, going back to Darth Malik, if we get more cheap Sith leaders, it could be okay. So keep that in mind. Grand Inquisitor, though, same concept, I think. I'm not positive if it's in that Kylo list that's floating around, but I could see it for sure. It's a super aggro statted card. It's got hidden. It's probably there. Speaking of Kylo's tie, it's definitely down, obviously, from the Django days, but Kylo's tie is still a banger. Planetary Bomb, not really anywhere right now. Devastator finally dove back down. Now there are 2 of them at 8 or 9, whatever. Qui-Gon. It's not a bad pickup for $4, I don't think. Like I said, yellow's not really doing anything right now, though, so that's kind of tough. Grievous. Sad. We're just going to skip over it. Hotshot DL. I think this is the cheapest this has been in a long time. Yeah, I was about to say. Which is crazy, because it's still $8 or $9, but it's the cheapest that's been in a long time. Still a good card, though, but like I said, yellow's kind of not around. At least yellow here, I don't think. I think yellow, unless you're playing Quinlan, right? Quinlan's still probably okay. But, I don't know. People are just very on that Force pack. Cad Bane at $11. I was saying I'll eat my own words. Granted, I still don't think it's as good because of all the high health stuff. But considering the fact that a lot of the decks right now are just Han cheating, I think Cad Bane is better because they bring their stuff out damaged, right? So it's not as hard to capture these high health things. But I could be wrong. And then you got No Glory, which is still a fantastic card, so it's hard to beat that. What else we got here? Old Bob Fett. Ugh, single digits. That is crazy. Man. Basically, if you're not in Han right now, you're on the decline. That's what it looks like to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but people are really on that. Sabine's Masterpiece. Okay, I'm just going to go on a little tangent here real quick. Don't get me wrong, I think Han Force, right, the new Han 2 Force deck, is really solid. I have multiple buddies in my testing group that are on it. However, I don't think it's as, like, I don't know, it's hard to say. It is very good. But there are definitely ways it loses, right? It can be outpaced. It can be controlled if you have it done in certain ways. Not as much in typical control-y fashions, but like Tarkentown decks have an easier time into it. Like I said, the Kylo Tarkentown deck I was talking about earlier has apparently a really solid win rate into it. I don't know. I'm interested to see how Galactics will go, but I'd be willing to bet we see a lot of Han representation, so yeah. But on top of that, there's still like the classic, right? Like Sabine will for sure be around, even though it didn't get a ton of upgrades. Sabine is still just as fast as it always has been. So, and Data Vault's kind of phasing out because all the decks are on these 4 spaces, so that, in a sense, is better for Sabine or Darth Vader Pilot, right? Like, it's definitely going to be interesting. Off my tangent now, though. Victor Leader's at $9. Speaking of Vader, that's a good card. We all knew it, right? It's hard to not give +1/+1 to all your spaceships and your tokens and whatever and be bad. Eth Koth, I think this is a sleeper rare. Depending if they reprint Resupply. If they don't, then Eth Koth is your only green hero ramp, and it might be worth considering. Moving on, though. Fallen Lightsaber, $3 to $4. It's okay. Ahsoka at $5. Still a little high, honestly. Granted, like I said, I don't know a lot of stuff besides Quinlan that's on this. But I do think it is worth owning. It will probably be a good card for the foreseeable future. Always 2's bad. Darth Maul bad. Axe Wolves on the list. Kiadi Mundi is sleeper obnoxious. I can't lie. The thing about Han Blue that scares me, I don't even know if all of them are on it either, is the fact that you can go turn 1 cheat out of Force unit, like say you're uninterrupted too, right? Like this is the dream scenario. You go turn 1 cheat out of Force unit, turn 2 cheat out of Kiadi Mundi, draw 2 cards, turn 3 cheat out this Kiadi Mundi, who have the coordinate online if your stuff's surviving, if they're choosing to not answer you. And then you just have a constant draw 2 cards. Like, you can get so much freakish card advantage that it almost makes it impossible to combat. But, like I said, there is counters. We will see. It's hard to say, though. We're going to keep moving, though. Jedi Lightsaber, okay card. Devastating, $5. Dang. Who remembers when this was the most touted legendary from Jump to Lightspeed? And now they're $5. That is crazy work. Granted, there is other printings of them from showdowns and stuff, but still. Same with Darksaber. Dang, Darksaber took a tank. $8. I'm not sure, but I would think Sabine might still be on this. Maybe. I've seen people toying around with Yoda's lightsaber just because it's a 2-cost +3/+1. But that's crazy work. We're going to keep going, though. Darth Tyrannus. Good card, definitely. One of the best villainy force payoffs, for sure. What else do we have? Hyperspace General's Blade for 13. No big shocker there. My Hyperfoil also chills in my binder of that. Han being this cheap is pretty cool. If you are into the buying for the future, I think Han Pilot here at 6, if it is actually 6, right? We'll check. 6, 7. 8 maybe. I think that's worth holding on to. Actually, Gone Guy games, that's ironic. We played a couple events there. Craving Power at $1. Definitely worth owning, right? We've already seen the Han rares being $5+. Adigalia, Yaddle, whatever. Craving Power, once Green Villain comes back, once Barrage rotates out, Craving Power is next up. Pick them up while they're dirt. Same with Cunning, I guess, maybe. It's hard to say, though, because the, rotation is coming. But $6 for Cunning is kind of outlandish. Obi-Wan is good. Rey's bad. Legacy run for $2 I don't hate as a future proof. So $2 for that's not too crazy. Command at 5, yeah. Double Aspect is phasing out. Seems sad, I guess. Stolen AT Hauler at 4. Kind of crazy, but still a good card. But every Double Aspect card besides Vigilance is under $6. It seems wild to me. Luke finally took a tank also. Who remembers the last set? This was 13, the whole set. And now that all of a sudden, Sabine's out, Han's in, it goes to nothing. Seems kind of crazy to me, but I'm surprised Darkseid's up here. Just regular old Darkseid. Whoa. 25 to 30 for a Hyperspace Force Lightning. If anybody wants to buy that while we're in Vegas, I'll also sell you that. Oga Boga. U-Wing. I don't know. Can't die on the hill right now. I still will, but I just can't right now. I also think this card, Vernestra Royal. I don't know how to say that. Let's be real. I think that card's actually sleeper. Granted, like I said, yellow hero, bad spot. Future proof though. $1 rare. Can't ever go wrong. Got Adigalia again. Krennic 106 showcase. That's cool. Marcion Rio. Me personally, I hate this card, but some people like it. It's just not for me. Doesn't do anything. I need cards that do stuffs. We're kind of into a dead zone here. Bazine also $3. Bazine's pretty good right now. Can save you from being force thrown. K2 under 3's crazy. Hyperspace force throw $10. Mine's foil. Nice. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it there, probably, if I had to guess. My showcase at 42 to 50. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see. We'll check out the classic, as tradition. Well, Hyperspace Tarful. Oh, come on. I'm just saying, think about this before Galactics, right? Han is a heroism deck. You could cheat out a 6-drop 3/7 with Restore 2. Gotta keep the options open. Granted, you'd have to be playing a bit more Wookiees, a lot less force units. It'd probably be worse, but if anybody watches this and memes out a Tarful, it'll be goated. Just keep that in mind. But that's all I got for this one. Thank you guys for watching. It is much appreciated. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're buying, what you're selling, and drop a thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.